So Keith Scott's family, as we told you they would be, they were shown the video yesterday. They are now demanding that this be made public, even as their lawyer says in the video it's not clear to them whether or not Scott is holding a gun. The Charlotte police chief says that the tape for now needs to remain under wraps.
Our practice has been not to release, but to allow for the party who feels they've been mistreated in any way to see that. The video does not give me absolute, definitive, visual evidence that would confirm that a person is pointing a gun.
Rick Leventhal now joining us from Charlotte this morning. So, Rick, what is the status? Are we going to see this video at any point today or beyond?
It seems unlikely, Martha, at least at this point, because Charlotte Police Chief Kara Putney has given a number of reasons for not releasing that video, including the graphic and unpleasant nature of it, that it shows the end of Keith Scott's life, but also that it's just one part of this ongoing investigation, and it only tells part of the story. Witness statements and other evidence are obviously necessary to fully determine whether the shooting was justified. As you mentioned, Scott's family watched that video yesterday afternoon, and after watching it, their attorney released a statement which reads in part, "When told to exit his vehicle, Mr. Scott did so in a very calm, non-aggressive manner. While police did give him several commands, he did not aggressively approach them or raise his hands at members of law enforcement at any time. It is impossible," they say, "to discern from the videos what, if anything, Mr. Scott is holding in his hands when he was shot and killed. Mr. Scott's hands were at his side, and he was slowly walking backwards." Of course, the chief says that Mr. Scott was armed and that the shooting, in his opinion, was justified, Martha.
So last night, a bit of an improvement in terms of the situation on the streets, Rick, from the previous two nights, right?
Yeah, there were still very big crowds, but none of the violence that we saw on Tuesday or Wednesday nights. It was a mostly peaceful demonstration, thanks in large part to the hundreds of National Guard troops and state police who provided extra protection to the hotels and banks and other key locations in the Uptown Business District, helping Charlotte police keep the peace. At one point, demonstrators rushed onto a stretch of the highway, I-277, to try and disrupt traffic, and police did use tear gas to disperse that crowd, and two officers reportedly suffered injuries to their eyes when sprayed by some kind of chemical agent. But by 2 a.m., the streets were mostly empty and very, very calm, unlike the nights past. And businesses, if you come back live, businesses like this Hyatt Hotel here do remain boarded up. The front doors of this hotel were kicked in by demonstrators. They remain boarded up, and many of the businesses, obviously downtown, still affected. And there are other effects, Martha. There was a big concert planned for tonight. That's been called off. A charity run tomorrow morning has been called off. But the Panthers-Vikings game Sunday afternoon is still on here in Charlotte.
Unsettling times in Charlotte, to be sure. Rick, thank you very much.